Hello and welcome to a summary review video.
Yeah.
The Dead Red Herring movie riffraff.
A summary video of the Dead Red Herring movie riffraff.
Sort of.
Yeah.
But not really. We watched Highlander.
Yes, we did.
A
fantasy action movie from 1986 with Christopher Lambert as the main character.
And Sean Connery.
And Sean Connery.
And some other people. But
Sean Connery, a Scotsman, played a Spanish Egyptian with a katana.
That
was interesting.
I hated this movie. This movie was cheese and ham.
Yeah.
In the worst sense. I mean, seriously, we have a movie that features one of the top names of the movie industry.
Yeah.
One of the most popular bands for the era, Queen. Put it together into a movie that is so horrendously bad.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about explaining in that movie is it's so foreign. It's so foreign to them. I mean,
yeah. Just to summarize, what's the movie about?
The movie is about immortal people walking the earth, and at some point in the future, they all have to get together and basically kill each other off. Because
there can be only one.
There can be only one, as the prophecy says.
Uh-huh.
And they all yearn for the prize, as they call it. The one who remains shall have the prize.
Which is never really explained what the fuck the prize is.
It was very... Yeah, very...
I can't remember them explaining whatever the prize was.
It was some abstract, like, I know everything on...
That's in the end.
Yeah.
That is the only real kind of tell of what the thing is.
Yeah.
But never during any point in the movie. I feel like I'm rambling already about this, but because that is also really how to frame the movie.
Yeah.
It's a rambling. They have no sense of storytelling. There is no sense of progression, really. It's just a jumble, throwing back and forth into historical, into modern, and trying to have some vague connection, but not really. And don't even get me started on the sword fight, because no one in this movie has any idea how to actually fight with a sword.
I mean, when we get to that point that they strike each other's prop sword so much that the prop sword bends.
Yeah.
Then you know.
But then again, also, I mean, that could happen after just one or two hits, because
of course,
it might be shoddy quality, but still.
All that they do is strike each other's sword. And I mean, in sword fighting, you're gonna strike each other's sword because you want to strike away the sword. Yes, but they
aim for the
sword. They aim for the sword. That's the problem.
Yeah. And the reason why I react so strongly to this is, one, I'm a trained blacksmith. I have a special interest in swords. Two, I've actually trained historical medieval sword fighting. So, and reading the old manuscripts and looking at how to actually perform the different, moves and such. And then watching these people not even doing theatrical swordplay properly. Just one good way of giving you an image of how bad it is that they have one guy, an old man. He's supposed to be one of these immortals, and he fights with a rapier.
Yeah.
But he uses it more like a stick.
Whack, whack.
It's very obvious that this is an old man. He is stiff as a fucking board, but they try to make it seem like he's agile and nimble by having some other dude dress up like the old man and doing backflips.
Yeah.
and
it was very unnecessary backflips, we might add.
Yeah. And Christopher Lambert, no acting skill. Really.
No. very blank slate.
Very blank slate. I don't really see how they thought it was a good idea to put him in this role. Then again, I don't see how anyone thought it was a good idea to make this movie from the start. So
That is
it's kind of like they had an idea of a concept, like, oh, this would be amazing. Imagine this and that, and then trying to make it into a movie just turns into a shit show.
yeah, like you said, had a concept. How do we put this to?
How do we put this into practice? We don't.
It's like, but yeah, I mean, well, you have Christopher Lambert gonna do a Scottish accent. That is always fun.
No.
No, it's like he speaks a little different American or English then, and some say, "Oh, that's an interesting accent. Where are you from?" All over the place, but yeah, no kidding, a little bit all over the place, and then cut to a flashback to he speaks like almost Scottish and like, ugh.
Yeah, and then put him next to Sean
Connery,
Connery,
who's not supposed to be Scottish in this.
He couldn't fake an accent even if he tried to.
No,
he only speaks with his accent.
Yep.
No matter what he does.
So you have a Scottish person and not.
And then he comes in there like, "Oh, I'm from Spain, but I'm actually 2,000 years old from Egypt."
I'm actually Egyptian, but I'm at the court of Spain, and I.
Yeah, it's. Then they start talking about the swords and how he has a katana that was supposed to be made by Masamune, 500 BC.
Yeah.
Or was it
600?
I don't. I know it was 500, but I don't remember. I know it mentioned BC a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I think there was some point they might have said it was 500 AD, which is still like 600 years before the fucking person was supposed to live.
Well, I got caught up on BC, like you said, so that's why I was like,
Yeah, nothing makes sense in this movie.
How long was at which point in history was the katana form made? Because I
usually don't really.
We're not interested in katanas.
Katanas isn't really an interesting.
No.
Well, okay. In all honesty, the katana or the way they forge the swords, that technique with the tamahagane and the
all that shit.
What's it called? Folding technique.
Yeah.
And the welding technique and everything. The technique is really interesting. They are very beautiful works.
True.
They are. But the reason they started making it with these techniques is because the iron they had available in Japan is very low quality.
Very poor.
Very, very poor. That's why they fold it, to make it stronger, to make it actually have some endurance.
Or did it 1,000 times?
Yeah. So, and then there is the modern myth about the abilities of the katana, which comes a lot from the glorifying of Japanese culture, which the Japanese are very good at doing themselves.
Yeah.
And then you have the mall ninjas buying into it.
Yeah.
So, in all honesty, a katana that is well made, that's a great weapon. But
is it a super weapon? No.
No.
Definitely not.
No, it's not. So, and I'd take a European broadsword any day. So,
yeah. Do the same.
Yeah. But that's beside the point.
That's not why we're here.
No.
Would you rather have a dismantleable broadsword?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. The main bad guy, his sword is a fucking, what's it called? Takedown sword.
Yeah.
That's not how swords work. He wouldn't be able to use that fucking thing.
Like when he shows up in modern times, comes in menacingly to a hotel room, puts down a suitcase, opens it, and it's his sword.
Yeah,
dismantled.
And puts it together like it's a rifle that's been taken down.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is structural integrity?
Non-existent in this movie.
I'll tell you what it is. It's not that.
Yeah. And another grievous sin they do is they are supposed to have this expert on swords and historical sword.
Yeah.
Is it even metallurgy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That. Well,
it doesn't fucking show.
Beats. Could have fooled me.
Yeah, could have fooled me.
I think we're not gonna get any further.
Well, I want to make another thing about the music.
Oh, yeah?
Personally, I think that Queen is a adequate band.
Hmm.
They have some good songs, but it's highly overrated.
Yeah.
But still, they were one of the most popular bands at the time, and they made the music for this movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember how well received this movie was, but I can just imagine the band make the music for this movie, which I think will, in the greater perspective of movie history, will go down as just very hammy, at best mediocre.
A cheap charcuterie board. Lots of cheese and ham.
Lots of cheese and ham. I don't know. I got some laughs, but it was more the what the fuck kind of laughs.
Yeah.
Not so much, oh, amazing comedy laughs.
It has some entertaining moments.
I just looked at the numbers.
Yeah.
It had a budget of 19 million.
Oh.
It took in 12.8 at the box office.
Ooh.
So
domestic or international?
It just says box office here.
I'm guessing international as well.
I would think so.
Oh dear.
So I think the number speaks for themselves in this case. It's usually, I wouldn't say that the numbers are the end all of a movie's quality.
Oh no, definitely not.
But in this case, I think it's rather telling.
Yeah.
Now, is it a movie that you can enjoy? Sure.
Yeah.
It's an okay movie for like just a sit down with some popcorn kind of thing. Could you watch it for the amazing acting and quality? No.
Nah.
No.
Could you watch it for its amazing sequels? Definitely not.
No.
I don't remember how many sequels they were, but
I think there's like 3 or 4. I could be wrong.
Let's just say one is one too many.
The one would have been enough.
Yeah.
But the movie itself, it can't even hold its own mantra of there can be only one.
Nope.
Oh. So yeah, now that we've been shitting on everyone that actually enjoys this movie, this is my thoughts about it, so
feel free to dispute that.
Yeah. Do you have another opinion? Do tell. Tell me why you like this movie.
And we'll tell you you're wrong.
I already did.
Tell me why you like it, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but with that said, what would you give the movie?
I would give this movie 1, because there can be only 1.
I would give it a peacock cape, a bad accent, and a takedown sword.
Fair enough.
So with that said, thank you for listening, and hope you enjoyed.
Happy Halloween, ladies.